Five, four, three, two, one. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the All Kings podcast. I am your host, Corbin, and this is my co-host, Tate. And we have two very, very special guests today. We have Vaughn and Celeste from the Panda Syndicate. What's up, guys?
What's up? Nice to be here, Rudon and Tate.
Glad to be here, guys.
Cool.
It's glad to finally meet you guys. I've heard so many great things, and I just have so many questions I'd love to hear about your project.
Man, I love hearing all of you guys interview. I believe I heard like 2 of them now, maybe 3.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, we've only done one so far. We did one with HBAR. You guys are our second.
No, I'm talking about the other 2 podcasts y'all had before this.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, might be.
The one you shared in the leak. Yeah, the one you shared into the group on Rudon.
Yeah, I got you.
You was talking about XRP?
Yep. XRP, HBAR, and then we did HBAR Armory. Episode 4 is Quant. That'll be released tonight, or of the day of release. We're recording it then.
Yeah, and then your guys' episode is going to get released on Thursday, the 24th.
Yep.
Cool. Indeed.
So tell us a little bit about Panda Syndicate.
Yeah, just lay it out for us.
So, Panda Syndicates, really. It's a project that me and Drew started. Well, basically, it's really Lazy Day's vision, but we basically helped bring this vision to life, really, for Lazy Day. Even Lazy Day brought in the incentive to basically do the Panda charity. That was something Lazy Day wanted, and it was such a great idea. Like, we loved it. Since the project started, we basically we did in real life, not just Panda charity. We also did in real life charity as well. We created a game. We're trying to get Panda loans. We're trying to get a lot of things for the community, for the holders of the project. We're doing a bunch of giveaways. We're live minting right now. It's a lot.
What's your supply looking like? Do you have a total supply, or is it just mint, or is it just pushed out? Like, is the artwork just pushed out as you go?
Yeah, right now we got a total supply. Like the elite pandas that were early adopters, they basically helped us vote on bringing the supply down from basically like what we had available from Lazy Day to like from 7,500 to basically 5,000, and like the current mint now that we have on our first drop is 500.
Nice.
So over the weekend we basically launched the website. Did the drop, and we basically sold out like over 200 pandas within 48 hours.
Wow,
that's awesome.
That's major,
yeah. And luckily a lot with a couple of the elite team members there, with their efforts and stuff like that, we have a little celebrity on the that's now a panda holder, so we can probably talk about that later too.
Yeah, absolutely. I heard you guys mention Panda loans. What's that all about?
So like Vaughn and I were talking, and basically like what could we do to create some liquidity for the space, because that's where a lot of the issue stems from. Within all NFT spaces, like holders like buy the artwork, but then how can I unlock some of the value from that artwork that you like, right? So, basically we were thinking about it and said, okay, like, we don't want to be considered a security, but at the same time we want to provide that value to our holders. So we did some research and stuff like that, and we're like, okay, how about if we do like a panda loan? So basically we were just locking up a fixed amount of pandas, right? So like no more than 5 pandas. And then, we, did the calculation that, we would offer up to like a max of 1,000 HBAR. So what we kind of like noticed is like everybody is, or some projects, they would basically create their own token further down on their roadmap. But, our objection was that, we all transact on the Hedera network in HBAR. That's basically our token. So rather than trying to, create a Panda token, we would just be upfront with all our users, or not even users, be upfront with all of our holders, and say, hey, listen, you lock up your Pandas, you get HBAR back. you can use that HBAR to do whatever you want, and then within a certain time frame, you would basically pay that HBAR back, and then you would receive your Panda NFTs back. If you don't, then basically you're lapsing on that promise, and the only two options would be available for us would be to burn those pandas, right? So take them completely out of the market, or resell them into the market, and then basically give that give those proceeds back to elite members or the classic Panda members, like as payments for the system. So it depends on what the community decides, but that's the strategy that we're coming up with. So providing liquidity for the community, and also providing like a rarity, reducing the total supply and providing more rarity for the people who are committed to holding their NFTs.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah, it is a really good idea. It's the first time I've ever heard something like that before.
Me too.
Yeah, just to add more to it, the main reason me and Drew thought of it was because we like, okay, like even now you see like people was holding NFTs for like 2 months straight. It's hard to sell NFTs now. Luckily we have like secondary marketplaces coming out. People was like liquidity was very low in the space. Like now would have been a perfect time. You say, okay, you guys supported me. Now all you have to do is lock your NFT back up and receive. Sorry, that's my daughter in the background.
No, you're good. You're good.
He's playing very hard right now. So it was basically to provide liquidity in the space. So it's like, okay, to be there when the holders need us the most. So and it has no limit on how many times. So if you buy a Panda for 500 HBAR, like, and you use the Panda loan for 100 HBAR, okay, you pay that back. You can use that 10, 20, 30 times over. So now you bought one Panda for 500 HBAR. You just basically got 1,000 HBAR worth anytime you need it. So say if it's you holding 20 pandas, or somebody like Rudon holding 20 plus pandas, or you say you take a and there's a big mint that you want to catch, you're a couple HBAR short, you could like lock up 5 pandas, get 1,000 HBAR loan.
Yeah,
now
that's great.
Now you got like 28 days back to pay it. So so it's basically it's taking the weight off everyone.
100%.
Yeah,
that's what it seems like.
And also too, to kind of like it's not like we're rolling this out to every Hedera NFT platform or project. So like we have like Saucer Swap that's ramping up, and I think they're basically going to be like open to anyone. But for us, it's basically strictly Panda holders from the Panda Syndicate project, right? So that's how we're kind of like controlling who has access to this particular benefit. And I don't even want to categorize it as like a utility. It's more of like a benefit for being a Panda holder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, provide value to the people who've been there since the start.
Exactly.
So we kind of already spoke upon it whenever I asked you guys to speak on Panda Syndicate, but how did the project start?
So the project started, it was really, most people don't know this, because we dropped the Pandas first. But the Hashmingos was actually the idea first. It was actually created first. I actually had asked Hasker for approval to use the H in our original logo for the Hashmingos. And all, he actually approved it.
Nice.
But then later down the line, Lehman said it's better to use the lowercase, but that's a different story.
Yeah, by the time it was pretty much too late.
Yeah, but so we was like, if you see the Crash Mingos, you could see like it's great art, but then you got like the Hash Mingos is like even more higher quality art. So
100%, yeah,
it's like a tier.
Yeah, so yeah, we started off with the Crash Mingos. We was like, okay, we can release this, but so and so. So that's why the Crash Mingos is like 75 HBAR, 100 HBAR the most. But so we say, okay, boom, we need like something like really that's going to really touch somebody, like, or it's going to be like really high quality. So that's when we came up with I was looking for artists. I was like, okay, I got to find an artist that could actually bring this base character and create some like magic with it. That's when I stumbled upon Lazy Day. And ever since then, like Lazy Day showed me his collection. I was like, yo, bro. Like 2 days later, I was like, yo, hey, bro, uh, yo, I like your pandas, man. Like I realized they're doing all right on ETH, but they wasn't doing good on ETH at that time.
So
I'm
it
like,
started. It all started on ETH.
yes,
Yeah.
it started on ETH. I'm like, yo, your art is like need to be noticed more. Like this is amazing, man. Like what you're creating is amazing.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, I'm like, okay. I was like, look, I'm on Hedera now. It's not as big as OpenSea or where you at now, but like it's a newer place. So ideal is you'll have more exposure compared to where you'll be like you're at with OpenSea.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm a guy he just met like 2 or 3 days ago. He's like, he's trying to help us make the hash because I'm selling him something about his collection. So he's like, yeah. I'm like, so how about this? Then we talked out a deal. I said, okay, originally we was going to use Hashport to transfer the 1400 he had over from Ethereum to Hedera, but the expenses would have been like extremely high.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, so
that
it's like
sounds painful.
So we was like, how about this? How much do you have left unminted? That's where like the rest of it came into play. Like the ones we have was all like there's no double mints. Everything was controlled. We checked that. I looked at I looked through the mints for like, oh my gosh, for a long time, just to make sure everything was like. So he's like, okay, boom. Lazy Day came onto the team. Everybody agreed, and ever since then was basically helping Lazy Day make his vision come true.
Yeah. Yeah,
and
that's awesome.
He turned out to be the most perfect artist for the Hash Mingos because like now they're up there.
yeah, they really are. It kind of when they first hit the scene, I was like, oh, this seems like a fun little pet project, and then Lazy started really going ham with them, and I'm like, okay,
it's more
this
than
is
just
great.
a pet.
Yeah.
Definitely. And like through the whole time this is happening, like Vaughn is there doing his thing, and I'm there like, can we buy the entire collection? I was like, how much HBAR is he willing to take? Because like for me, being in the space for a while is like I'm finally getting to put some of this HBAR to use, and I was like, all right, and this thing can actually work. Like I think if I like it, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people out there that's going to like these pandas too. And basically like I never intended to do a project, but I got pulled into this, and now it's great that I'm on the team, and we basically like organically built this team together. And now the Panda Syndicate, just by the hype that's around it, that's basically become our main project.
That's great.
Yeah, that's really, really good. So tell us a little bit about the tier system you guys have in place for the Pandas and the Mingos. Oh. With the classic and the elite and all that good stuff too.
Yeah, so I'll just start by saying like the Panda Syndicate's like now our main collection, right?
Sure.
So that's like basically our number one baby, but we don't want to abandon the Hash Mingos and the Crash Mingos because those are like our predecessor products, right? So basically we like kind of flipped it on its head, saying, all right, you know what, we're gonna have those two projects support the Panda Syndicate community, right? So now the idea is to just work with right now we're working with the Turtle Moon team and their tools, and if you go on their website, they have us listed there. So when the time comes, we want to be able to launch that collection through Launchpad, and then basically generate the value there, and also bring some of the value back to the Panda Syndicate. So I'll let Vaughn talk about like the tiers and stuff like that, because that's his baby and his brainchild.
So yeah, basically the Crash Mingos is really, like I said, that's me and Drew original idea. But it's more like the recessive gene of the Hash Mingos. So the Crash Mingos, we released the Crash Mingos to add like a screen value to our elite pandas. Like I don't know if you like seen in the white paper, but like 33,000 HBAR from Crash Mingo sales will be split between the elite pandas.
Yeah, that's what really caught my eye when I was buying them up.
Yeah. So So like that would, and that really even more beneficial now because the update we're about to do to Elite Pandas, like a lot of good information is coming in white paper too. A lot. I'm gonna even tease this, like even with the hash mingos, let's say I'm gonna say 200,000 HBAR or something. He's going back into drawings and community, but
Wow.
maybe it's nothing. Probably it's nothing. I mean, maybe even the price of the hash mingos is dropping, but that's probably nothing too. But it's some stuff I just can't say right now.
Yeah,
But
of course.
But it's a lot, man. Like it's a lot of good news coming in white paper too, man. The hash mingos, their main play is, like I say, it's high quality art. We got special contests. We got like a VIP. We're gonna have, like I say, it's gonna be some exclusive HBAR drawings coming with their drop. Let's say every 500 sold, it's gonna be like 5,000 HBAR given away every 500 sold.
Wow.
And that's just with the hash mingos. Another 500, like just since it is the support project of the Pandas, another 5,000 going to support basically drawings for the Pandas.
Sure.
So it's like 20% just going in HBAR drawings alone from sales. At least 20. It's really more with the calculations, but that's where we at now with it. That's just an early white paper reveal for white paper 2.0.
Well,
but
little
anyways,
alpha drop on us. We appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Sneak peek.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, it reminds me of when. Well, you probably meant to do that, but it reminds me of when Bones accidentally slipped up and was like, "Hey, here's some benefits for Gen 2," and he's like, "Oh, well, I wasn't supposed to say that."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, guys. That's really cool.
Yeah, and I'll see some, like, definitely, like, we're talking about, like, because, like, the Panda collection right now, it's the mint is 5,000. So we're having some discussions too for, like, when we hit, like, 2,500 pandas sold, like, what are we gonna do for that second section of pandas that are going to be released? So more to come. So keep your eye on the space, and we're working on something.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that just yet.
Yeah, we're working on something too.
Yeah.
Is there any future plans that you could talk about?
Other than the white paper stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like I can hint that, like, I basically participated within the access. They're trying to push the metaverse. I create a platform for that. So for the team, I basically secured the necessary meta cores for like if we wanted to build like a whole galaxy or universe. So,
wow.
Like, for full collection. So.
Dude, you have no idea how happy I am to hear that. Sorry to interrupt you, but
yeah.
like I didn't even know that. I'm so happy right now.
Yeah, so basically my set is basically like the Pandamania set, right? So whenever access comes live and they start rolling that out and their platform is available, like I have I have the tools that I need to basically bring that to bring the pandas into that kind of universe.
Hey, that's an understatement.
Developers now, we probably need developers and stuff like that, but we have it allotted for pandas, for the Panda Syndicate.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's big news.
That's major news.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Quick side thing off the rails. Where did you guys find? I don't know how to pronounce his name. It's Plech, Plech. The guy who makes the awesome car models.
Man, that was actually me.
That was a good one.
I was in an auction in HBAR Underground. I was in a car auction. Like I think I seen him. He posted the car. It was like a Lamborghini. He posted it on. I was like, yo, I gotta get that car, man.
For sure.
So it was a 1-for-1. I went to the auction that night. I'm like, yo, then it was like, you buy this auction, you buy the car, then you get a customized car. So I was like, okay, boom. So I ended up winning the auction. I love the car, like I said. I ended up winning the auction. Thanks. And some people back down. They're like, oh, that actually idea what you want to do with your customized kind of might be like look really good. So they kind of back down and let me win a little more. But anyways, so when he made the customized Stardust, I don't know if Rudolph, you remember that one, the black one with the light reflection panda on it.
Yeah, I was about to show Tate. Oh, it's not loading on Hashpack. Darn. Okay, I'll show him later. but he does these beautiful, beautiful car models, like true to scale and everything, like Lamborghinis.
Sure.
He did a Mustang.
Wow.
Like, oof,
Yeah.
he's talented.
So when he made that, I was like, yo, it was another Lazy Day situation. It's like, yo, I fell in love with art. I'm like, yo, bro, I need you to help create some cars for the Pandas. Like, it was just one of those moments, like I think I get stuck and fall in love with art sometimes. Like, so I'm like, yo, bro, this is amazing. Like, what you're doing is amazing.
Sure.
I like, if I had to pay you something here up front, but like, here we go. But he was like, this was like one of the most smoothest transactions ever. I was like, okay, bro, I'm gonna set you up. You have your own category at this time. So basically, he produces some amazing cars.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I found them in HBAR Underground. Long story short.
Yeah, and he joined you guys. That's cool. Yeah, I'm glad you found him.
It's all about connections.
It's all about connections. That's the truth. This is the absolute truth.
And at this point, I'm like worried. I'm like Vaughn, man, like is Lazy Day okay with doing all this extra stuff? Like, we only agreed for like the first collection, and he's like, no, I'm talking to him, like everything's fine. Like, I'm like, all right, man, you do the talking, man. Like I'm saying, I'm here. I'm like, I hope we're not stressing Lazy Day out. Like he's doing all these unique artworks and stuff like that, and like he's doing this. He's doing special drops, and he's designing the elite pandas, like the samurai version pandas. Like, are you sure he's okay with doing all this extra
with
stuff?
The cars and all the extra stuff? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not trying to dox him, but does Lazy Day have another job, or does he just do Panda Syndicate stuff?
When I say photography, bro, like I can't dox you or give you his Instagram, but bro, Lazy Day is a freaking amazing. If I could have cursed, I would have cursed. He's like literally amazing photographer, bro.
That's awesome. That's super cool to hear.
It also brings out the creativity in him as well, I believe.
Oh yeah, he's got an eye for it. That's for sure.
Like, he's literally A1. If I would send Rudon some pictures. I can't give him the Instagram because I don't know if it's okay, but I would send him some pictures of like of some of the photos. Like,
we'll pop it up on screen amazing. For the fans.
Yeah, most definitely. That's killer. Love to hear that. So another little side thing that I'm gonna start doing with our interviews is I want to ask for you guys to give us something that I'm gonna call the State of HBAR. You guys have heard of the State of the Union, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Cool. So basically, I want you guys to basically give me a rundown from a creator's perspective on how good or maybe not necessarily bad, but where Hedera could improve HBAR for creators and for users.
Yeah, I'll take that one.
I probably gonna age myself on like how long I've been in the
like from like 2018, like seeing Hedera come from basically just like a white paper, right, to basically like the SAFTA agreement, and basically like sign up like, hey, listen, can I participate in this? And they're like, oh no, you're not like a accredited investor, but like you gotta wait until the regular market, and then so basically seeing it start out from basically nothing. They're doing like, the people who are coming into the space and building on their own volition, it's come a long, long way from my perspective and my opinion, from what I've seen. Yeah. So like even within the last couple weeks that we've had like 4 marketplaces being being available, like Zeus, Hash Axis, right? Depub, and I think there's like another one I can't remember. That's like amazing for me, right? Because basically I'm coming from like, oh, you know what, how many states or how many countries offer HBAR? Like, coming from having HBAR not on any exchanges to like, I don't know if any of you guys were here, like with I used to use Carbon Money to buy HBAR, and they used to limit you to like 300 USD per day, right?
Wow.
And then yeah. So because basically they didn't have a lot of HBAR in supply, right? So um, so just seeing the NFTs are like, hey, listen, you have Goldman, you can actually buy NFTs or actually spend some of your HBAR and like support artists and stuff like that. It's come a long, long way. I personally think now with like the price being down, I think it's a great opportunity for artists to come in and hone their craft and see what people like. So like if you like with the Panda, basically with like the Panda Syndicate, like what we started out with Lazy Day has evolved based on what's currently being minted right now, right? It's not the same pandas that we started out with. Like the elite pandas that we have with the samurai pandas, those never existed, right? Those are brand new. Those are we basically created 33 with them, and instead of making the decision ourselves, we work with new people. Basically, like the elite members voted to reduce that from 33 to 20. Like those are the things that, as like project leaders, like you probably don't think of it going in, but when you start interacting with people and interacting with the community, you're saying, okay, this is where I can improve, this is where I can change. And I think this is a great opportunity for artists from other networks or just artists in general to come to the space and experiment, right? Overall, I think it's a great time. I think the price is pretty stable for Hedera for the HBAR token. I see a lot of nice art coming in here. It's hard to support them all, but I'm trying my best, and we're trying our best too to do a lot of partnerships. So I think it's great. I think it's awesome.
A very bright future ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, HBAR is in kind of like that nice little sweet spot of where it's not too new that you can't actually mint things, but it's also not old enough that there's tons of rugs and like saturation as well. Yeah, people can still be heard. There's different spaces for just about anybody. I mean, you have Unda for the people who are mainly artist first that are trying to figure out how crypto works in general and NFTs and stuff. And then you got everybody else who has their own little servers doing their own little thing, which is cool to see.
Yeah, and I think too, what's going to be a divide, I think, but it's going to be in a unique way that is still acceptable in this particular community, is that you're going to have a lot of artists where it's like, okay, I don't want to commit to doing any quote unquote utility or perks and stuff like that. I just want to create art. I want to just offer like a community where people can come and talk about the artwork or give me suggestions and stuff like that, and that is fine, right? And then you're gonna have the other aspect of it, like lazy superheroes, Panda Syndicates, where it's like, okay, like you have a team here that's literally going to go and bat for you and find ways to create more value for you, flexibility for you, right? And Absolutely. That's fine too, And I think that's where I see still supporting the whole ecosystem, but just two different thought processes and how to approach the space.
Yeah, makes total sense. Yeah.
Yeah, we know you guys have a wide variety of pandas out there currently circulating. We had one question. Which one is your favorite panda?
The picture I actually sent you my favorite.
Yeah.
The king panda with the crown.
That would be
I actually placed that one in the game. I had to place it in the
game. Nice.
Yeah, that would be in the thumbnail. Both of your pandas will be in the thumbnail.
Yeah. And Celeste, was your favorite the other one as well that Vaughn sent me?
Here's my thing. I can answer the question, but to being honest now, right? Like I love all the pandas, but like if I had to choose, if I had to choose, like it would probably be like any one of the elite pandas if I had to choose, because I just think the samurai armor outfit on the samurai outfit on all of those pandas are awesome.
For sure.
So, those are near and dear to my heart because technically, like, those are brand new from Lazy Day. Like, we never intended to have them, and then he came up with that, and that was pretty sick.
Yeah, for sure. When Lazy first posted it and I saw it for the first time, I had to take a couple seconds and physically pick up my jaw off the floor because, like, I was so, like, gobsmacked that, like, how good it looked. I was like, holy
the details
crap.
be crazy, man.
They really are. They really are.
Like, the details is crazy, especially when you zoom in. Like, you're like, oh, I didn't even see this there.
Oh, absolutely. And then also the resolution is super high as well. I had to actually compress it to put it into... there is an application where you can actually, like, create a gallery of your NFTs, and you can have people, like, walk through the gallery, and you can have 3D models and stuff. I forgot what the name of it is, but the max file size was 10 megs, and it was, like, just at 10 megs. Oh my gosh, for one photo. That's
insane.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not even mad.
That's what you guys qualify for, right? It's that quality, right? And like even with the elite pandas, like, since it's 20 now, like Lazy Day did the artwork for 33, and right now we're limiting it to 20, and I think that we only have like maybe like four or five, I think maybe 4 spots left.
Yeah, it's filling up.
So, like, even if like one of the elites decides to leave, like, you gotta leave that panda. You can't take that panda with you. So
yeah,
it's going nowhere.
Yeah. So just to let everybody know that, like, it's in your best interest to hang on to that, right? Because it's like a unique mark, a unique identifier of you, being an early adopter and you coming into the space. So
you're certified if you have that.
You're a real one.
Yeah. Is there any sort of questions you guys have for us?
Yeah, I'll just add to that, and I think too that's like our way of making, like, like right now we don't have smart contracts that are like easily available for everyone to use. So those were like our way of having exclusive people who like really support us early on, trying to like put them and identify them, and basically making them basically ambassadors of the project and the community, and basically being able to reward them and highlight them too, right? So I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who are like, oh man, those samurai pandas look pretty sick, like, how can I get one? Well, you can. There's only 4 spots left, and you gotta like really support us, and if you want to get one,
yeah, you gotta work for it.
Literally,
you gotta work for it. Yeah, it's not just easy, like, oh, I'm just gonna mint something for like a couple cents here and like go out there and flip it. No, like, if you want this, you gotta work for it. So.
And it provides a lot of great utility from what it seems. I mean, I read up on the white paper, and the white paper is pretty strong.
Most definitely.
Hey man, it's so funny to me when people tell me they're looking at the white paper now, because I'm like, yo, gosh, man, we don't even have like the game in the white paper. We don't release the whole game with a reward system.
Yeah, we can talk about that too. It's like we are basically the first project to bring some sort of play to earn game where you're playing it on your Android device, and then once you confirm that you hit this particular activity within the Discord channel, you're earning HBAR. It's not a lot of HBAR, but you're earning something for the having fun, basically doing something.
Something's better than nothing.
Yeah, totally.
Hey, and Rudon, I don't know if you caught the announcement, but we're giving away like 5 to 10 Android phones. We're gonna do a drawing giveaway only for Apple holders.
No way.
Yeah. After this first drop, me and Drew are putting something together to buy like 5 to 10 Android phones. We're gonna give it away.
Dude, that's killer.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Just so everybody else can have the chance to like play the game.
Yeah. That's a great.
Remember, limited to only iOS users, because like right now the game, it's not available on the Apple Store.
Yeah.
So that's what we're gonna do.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I appreciate you guys doing a Windows version too, because I could actually play it, and I was like, oh wow, this is actually a good game. I was thinking I was expecting it to be bad, but like you don't know what expectations to set going into it, and I played it. I was like, okay, this is actually surprisingly challenging.
Yeah. It's not easy, but it's fun. You know what I mean? It's you know, like I was listening to one of the speeches, like you know, some groups on, I think it's the Avalanche or something like that. They're doing like poker, and I was like, I don't play poker, but I play video games. So like, you know, and then when Vaughn basically brought it up, I was like, yo, this is a great idea, like, you know, and then you know, there's other characters too, so it's not like all Panda Syndicate characters that you can choose from. Like you unlock, you know, other NFT projects that we basically like either collabed with or we're, you know, pretty have some partnership with or some engagement with, right? So
yeah, that's
shout out
great.
to Batty Hattie.
Yeah, Batty Hattie's great. Yeah, he does good work for sure.
Definitely.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you guys? Is it
So-
like for the player in game? Is it more like? Can you maybe like run that down to me? Because like,
Okay.
what kind of game is it?
Okay, so it's a
like
2D.
Oh yeah, go
It's like
ahead.
it's a 2D game. The
Sure.
best way I could
Yeah,
describe it is
that
like a
was my
2D
first
version.
question,
Yeah, it's like a 2D version of Subway Surfer.
Gotcha.
Anyway, because it's an endless running game. So what it does, it's not connected to the Hedera network. That's a big question a lot of people have. So what it is, you basically run, collect the coins, you shoot the gun, kill the little monsters. It's like kid friendly, really.
Oh, for sure.
Sure.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kid friendly. Yeah, think of like Sonic the
they
Hedgehog, like
rated
a
it.
side scroller. Yeah,
Gotcha,
Yeah, they
gotcha.
rated it.
yeah.
Google made us rate it higher because of one of the pandas we had that was customized. Well, all of the characters really customized except for one in the game. It had a cigar in his mouth, so it made it rated higher.
Okay.
But
yeah, they'll get
yeah,
you on
Rockstar Panda. Yeah, it's the Rockstar Panda picture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it had like a little cigar in his mouth, so they made us rate it higher off of that
so
one cigar.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. So, but all you do is basically every week I set up basically it's a task of the week. Say for instance, last week we had all you had to do is like collect 500 coins within the game. Send a screenshot of basically the time of what you did and of when it happened, which I could really tell on the leaderboard if it happened that week or within that 24 hours anyway. But send it and basically claim the reward. Say, it was like, this is what surprised me. The first day of mint, two guys, they never had a panda. They minted a panda,
Mhm.
and they went to, like, I guess they was paying, like, really close attention to the game already. They both accomplished the task of the week, and I sent them the HBAR, just, like, within 2 to 4 hours after they minted the panda. So they earned money back already just off, like, 2 to 4 hours of just holding
Yeah.
and playing
sure.
the game.
And people take advantage of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like it's a leaderboard. Some weeks it'll be a leaderboard set up, as in you got to be on top of leaderboards. Most weeks will be like tasks where you got to just accomplish, like collect 500 coins, or if it's NFTs, collect 2,500 coins, depending on the value of that NFT.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's dope.
we're looking at some
And,
photos.
like,
We're looking at some photos of the game right now from the Discord chat, and it looks really cool. It's pretty quality,
Mm-hmm.
just graphics and all.
it's cool, seamless. And then remember though, like you're earning like a few HBAR. Like if you're pretty active in the space, like if you earn, let's say 40, 50 HBAR from the game, that could cover like all your token associations for like like a week or a month. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's a small token from us, and it's fun.
Mm-hmm. Did one of you guys make it, or did you outsource for that?
No. I outsource.
Yeah.
Okay.
I outsource.
Yeah.
If we can't make it happen, we outsource it, man.
Yeah, it's fair. Hey, it's totally fair.
Yeah.
No knocks on that for sure.
It comes out of pocket, but like it's like we know for the long term it's going to be more appreciated. And it adds more like sentimental value for the community.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
I think that's why we do that versus.
Yeah, that's when that's like where the Panda Reserve comes into play. That's the biggest reason we build up Panda Reserve, so we could have that strong foundation to always last, to create, to innovate something new for our holders, for the community, to bring something to the table.
Yeah, most definitely.
So yeah, and then like while the collection grows, well, not that the collection grows, but while we the drops continue and we sell out the entire collection, you know, like we're trying to target, like, I don't know if you saw it in our white paper, but we want to do a donation to to save the pandas, and we want to do a trip too for, you know, one lucky elite member, for them to take a trip and you know, go meet the pandas, man. So that's what we're working for. Hopefully, I don't know when we're going to be able to achieve that, but you know, we're working tirelessly to get to that goal.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a really cool benefit as well. Because pandas are awesome. Who doesn't love pandas?
Exactly.
Like, come on.
Exactly.
Well, do you guys have anything else up and coming? Well, I mean, you guys are obviously you have a live mint going right now, but you guys have any other drops coming up anytime soon? Any of the Mingos or anything?
Oh, yeah. The Mingos.
Yeah.
You want to say it, Drew?
Go ahead, Vaughn.
They were just delayed with Turtle Moon Tools as well, with the issue that Turtle Moon Tools had. So
yeah,
we don't have an actual date for their new launch, but it has been delayed with Turtle Moon Tools.
Yeah, but
and
we're still very committed. We're still very committed though to work with Patches and team and to launch on the Turtle Moon Tools for their launch pad. You know, we want to definitely support them because they're a good partner for us.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so
100%.
we're hanging in there.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, that's great. Do you guys have any questions for us or anything?
Nah, I mean, for like right now, I'll just like, you know, shamelessly plug this, that like we one of our Panda elites was able to like work with one of the Premier League football players or soccer players, Eric Peters. So
he plays for Burnley, right?
He plays for Burnley Football Club, and you know,
and
it was kind of surprising that like he bought I think it was 11 pandas.
Wow.
He bought 11 pandas without being in Discord.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah. And yeah, so we were basically like, yo, you need to be a part of the Discord, so we're having like giveaways, like mint giveaways, like you should. And he hasn't won anything else yet, but you know, hopefully. You know,
that's incredible.
Hey Drew, I didn't tell you this, but you told him to check out the game. He actually messaged me and asked me about it.
Oh no, that's cool. That's cool.
Nice. It'd be funny it'd be dope if he actually plays it. I sent him the link to it.
Why not?
I love it.
And that's one of many great celebrities that you'll probably get aboard this project.
For sure.
It's only the beginning.
Amazing. Definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Also,
hey, Rudolph.
like,
go ahead.
Oh, okay. No, let me just drop this in there. Like, also, like, since we have all the 5,000, or you know, we've basically had the supply at 5,000. Like, for the earlier adopters, we are having the option to do swaps. So basically, if you bought early pandas before and you have those NFTs and you want to bring those onto the one token ID, like we already have some minted, and we'll do swaps with any of the pandas that you want to swap out. And then if you want to keep those pandas that were like manually minted, you can definitely keep them. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's just an option that's available for the early adopters. So
nice.
That's really cool of you guys. Thank you for that.
Great utility.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm glad he asked that before I asked this, because I was just about to ask a crazy question. I just want to know, Rudon, how many Panda armies do you actually have?
Oh, jeez, Vaughn.
You're exposing them.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna hop on my wallet right now and answer that for you.
He's a mega whale.
Hey, bro, what did I tell you? Hey, I told you to chill, man.
I think he bought like 20% of the Panda Army collection.
I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest. I saw him and I'm like, oh, this is too powerful.
Well, he did snipe a lot of them.
This is true.
Yes. He definitely, like, that is where Rudon established his sniper name.
We actually are at the end of this episode where...
Wait, I'm still counting, Tate. 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. So I have 22 of them.
Wow, he got over 20%. That's crazy, bro.
That's insane.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But But
Wow.
but we're gonna be giving away one of them actually. Once this video goes live, we're gonna put a live
Okay.
giveaway on Twitter. So somebody's gonna be able to win a collab piece. I mean, I probably bought them for like around 2,000 HBAR. So I don't know what the floor is on them right now, but yeah, they're
It's a
they
legend.
weren't
More
cheap.
than, it's gonna be more than 2,000. That's for
Oh,
sure.
for sure.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Because so like those pieces aren't like for as I mentioned before with the swap, those pieces won't be swapped.
Mm.
Like those special I call them like special artworks or special drops. Like those are like one of ones, or like for the collab it was one of 100. But even though it's one of 100, each of those pieces are unique, right? So
Most definitely.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
I've spent way too much time looking at each individual one, especially the one that has the like the rainbow fur on the arms.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like
Bruh.
my favorite fur. Outside
Me
of the
too.
diamond fur now, that's like my favorite fur.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Once again, Lazy
well,
doesn't
mine-
miss.
Yeah, he doesn't. My favorite one is the one that HBAR Armory has. He has the Mario Shark helmet kind of collab, which is I think it's a 100.
Zombie eye, the Papa eye.
Ah,
yeah,
yes.
He's not letting that go. So
No,
apparently, I will sit,
he's holding on.
I
to
will
that.
I will sit in my corner and be envious of Bones or /HBAR Armory.
Yeah. Hey, that's all right. It's all in good fun.
Definitely, yeah.
Well, with that being said, if there's no other questions or information you guys would like to put out there, I appreciate you both for coming on the podcast.
Most definitely. Thank you guys for coming on.
Definitely.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate this opportunity, man.
Mm-hmm. Anytime, brother. Anytime. Do you guys want to drop your socials too? So you can.
Hold, in 1 second. Rudon, check the pictures I just dropped in the chat.
Got you.
This is
Got you.
some of the photography from Lazy Day.
Incredible.
Oh my! Wow.
It'll be going up on the screen right about now.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sheesh.
That's great.
Wow.
yeah. Like he's amazing, man.
Very
he's
creative.
really amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He's exclusive for Panda Syndicate, okay? Like nobody's sniper artist.
And well, I'm glad I'm involved in this project as much as I am. Wow, that's incredible. That's
Yeah, we appreciate it.
It's one of a kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, once again, thank
Yeah,
you guys.
So, like for me, you guys can reach me at Decapsule on Twitter or Celestial Bean on on Discord.
Mhm.
And you can always drop a line in the Panda Syndicates Discord, and we're here to stay.
Celestial is your one-stop shop for only the finest anime memes.
Yes, definitely.
That's his forte.
And
Go for it,
and you
Bob.
can catch me _Spirit88 on Twitter or Ancient Panda, or hit Discord. Just click the announcements and click Ancient Panda.
Makes it easy enough.
Yeah, both will be in the
Yeah.
description down below.
Yep.
As well, we'll probably be providing the Discord link as well to all of our fans.
Probably. We definitely
We
will
definitely
be.
will. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Yeah, we got you guys.
And the Spec White Paper 2.0. Spec
Sweet.
greatness. I had to end it with that. Spec greatness.
Love to hear it.
Yes, most definitely.
Well, thank you guys once again.
Mm-hmm.
And this has been the Alt Kings podcast, and we are signing out.
Indeed.
All right.